test or the math test for the two disciplines. I couldn't. I own the whole thing, and the straight facts are I could not work for my own company in an entry-level job.
Were you always successful?
In everything but school.
Didn't do well in school?
Poor. Terrible, actually. Punted it. And this is where I give my parents enormous credit. Education's the way out for immigrants.
Sure is.
My mom recognized that I was a merchant, an entrepreneur, and then when I got D's and F's, she punished me. Even though she knew I didn't need school, in her heart, she made me know that there was accountability for things. The biggest problem right now is insecurity. Everybody's actions are to get to close their insecurity. We have so much time, and everybody's in such a rush. They're in a rush because they want to prove something to somebody. Money is not the variable of happiness. To me, life is broken down into complaining and not. So if you're not complaining, well then I have no advice for you. I'm pumped. Like, you did it. I just don't understand people dwelling and complaining. Like, listen, I really would have enjoyed being the quarterback of the New York Jets. But by fourth grade, I looked around, I'm like, I'm not going to be the quarterback of the Jets. And so I said, you know what? Instead of being the quarterback of the Jets, I'm going to buy the Jets. There's so many people that are talking about how big of an entrepreneur they're going to be and how much they're going to achieve, and they don't work on weekends. The reason I do the only blog on YouTube is, don't listen to what I'm saying, watch what I'm doing. I want to make patience and empathy and gratitude and eating dog for 15 years cool. Period. Because that's the only way they're going to get it.
Right.
You know, I worked every Saturday of my 20s. Like, I don't sit on my couch and say, I'm going to be a millionaire, and then, like, off on play Madden all day. Like, people want all these special things to happen, but then they're acting like everybody else. And that gets into the Saturdays in your 20s. Like, or just, like, taking risks or things of that nature. Like, this shit's binary. Either you do that gets you there, or you don't. And everybody's focused on the finish line, not the treadmill work and the egg like Rocky Balboa. They don't want to do that.
So what should we do, Gary V?
People should stop complaining.
Right.
People should figure out who the they are. You gotta figure out how to try. Like, that's the only, like you just never know what your favorite food was until you tried it. If you only had chicken, you might have not known that hot dogs were the best. So that's what I love about the internet. These kids have so much option to, like, watch YouTube and stuff. Like, my only answer to Nate or anybody, like, is just, like, try. The reason most people who are listening right now are not doing that thing is they're worried about the opinion of somebody. Usually their mother, usually their father, and the reality is that your spouse may be the person holding you back, and you have to have that conversation.
Do you feel like you judge yourself?
I don't, and it's what I want for everybody else. We're beating ourselves up. Like, everybody sucks at something, right? Like, we all have shortcomings, and we all have strengths. And for me, it's like, why don't we just audit that? You have to love hard. You have to love eating. You have to love people leaving comments saying you suck. You have to love the process. Figure out what your thing is and stop making excuses. Who the president is, your mom did this, like I missed it, I had that idea for Uber. Then why didn't you do it? People decide no before they try. You just decided no because the system tells you no. You've been sold no. If you're lucky enough right now to be listening and you're good at what you like, become tunnel vision. Because there's way too many voices telling you what and how. I want the pain. I want the process. I have the patience. I don't care when I have setbacks. I know that I'm asking for something special, and if you're asking for something special, it should be hard. Everybody's saying no. I just say yes. And then if it's a no, I don't give a you to judge me that I lost. I don't give a what you think. And that's why I get so into that. Because then you're not scared to try. Because when you don't give what anybody says about you failing, you love failing. I love losing. Own your shortcomings, own your strengths, surround yourself with the other and stuff starts to pop. Thank you for having me.
السلام عليكم. لا تنسوا الاعجاب بالفيديو والاشتراك في القناة تشجيعا لنا لنستمر بنشر المزيد إن شاء الله.